Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha. I am the Gem Priestess. I am a crystal healer, crystal lover, crystal connoisseur, whatever you want to say. I love crystals and I work with crystals each and every single day of my life. Being a crystal healer, I do offer crystal healing services. So if that is something that you're super interested in the description box below will be a link to my website. You guys can read it, check it out, hear, from past clients of mine, current clients of mine, just people who have had services with me and just got joy out of it, got a kick out of it. You can use crystal healing services to, call in more money, get a raise, find love, feel confident and sure of yourself, just kind of like step out of who you are now into being the next best, person that you can be. Because, why are we going to be stuck in this place that we're in now when we could have so much better and we can call in so much more? So that is what I am all about. I love being able to, use what I've learned and the tools that I have to help you guys to be able to call in these great, amazing things for yourselves too. But, for today's video, we are going to get into our Chakras Explained series. Today, we are going to be going over our third eye chakra, which will be, of course, right here, the third eye chakra or the brow chakra. Just kind of depends on, who you're hearing it from. But, of course, it's the same thing, just change that word a little bit. But, of course, we're going to get into it, what does this chakra hold? When it's balanced, what does that look like? When it's imbalanced, what does that look like? And of course, at the end of this video, I will let you guys know just crystals that I use personally, in my own meditations, what I use in, my healing services, to help open other people's third eyes, chakras. And so then that way, you guys can get, a little feel of, how you can do things, how I do things during my services. And then of course, if you happen to come across, a crystal that I have, or if you have one already, you can totally use it to just help and work to open up that third eye chakra. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Alright, so for me, I always like to think of like my third eye chakra as just kind of like the reverse of my root chakra, if that kind of makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm obviously going to explain it right now. But what I mean is that like our root chakra lets us, use logic and use rationale and just kind of all of that like very head, like solid thinking. And our third eye chakra is kind of like, okay, like we've got that down now let's introduce, kind of this like intuitive spiritual thinking, so that it's not like logic, it's like logic and feelings and just kind of looking at things from the bigger picture. So it's kind of that like, okay, we've got our root chakra down and it's solid and, it's balanced and we're good. Now, like, let's knock it up a step and let's be able to kind of just transform the things that we have now to being able to like take it to something great. And I think that that's super awesome. Our third eye chakra, I like to, kind of say when people say that like, oh, like I just had a gut feeling. That's all right here with that third eye chakra. That's, our intuition and our insight and just that kind of inner wisdom just kind of coming through. So, if you're someone that like, you get deja vu a lot, you're like, oh my gosh, I totally knew that like something like this was going to happen today, or, just whatever it might be, sometimes we just have those crazy like little moments. That is totally a third eye chakra moment. So if that's something that happens to you more like frequently, like your third eye chakra is like on, like it is good, it is balanced, it's working its magic, it's doing what it needs to do. And so which is super great, that's what we want to see. But a lot of times, like I said, we can have our chakras, kind of weak, maybe even closed. So a lot of times with our third eye chakra being closed, that kind of works with like our root chakra being like overactive. So it kind of goes hand in hand with that in terms of like, when your third eye chakra isn't really as balanced, you are going to be a lot more closed-minded. You're not going to be open to like getting these like intuitive hits from the universe or even just people around you. You're not going to be so like open to like hearing these other ideas, or even sometimes just like constructive criticism from other people. It's going to be really hard for you to take that in when your third eye chakra is closed, because you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm hearing as people like just kind of like knocking me down and knocking me down. But when your third eye chakra is open and it's balanced, you can see the bigger picture. You can see, oh, well, I need to hear this now because it's going to project me into this. Or, oh, if I, just tweak this little idea that I have, I can make it great and it will be great for me. So it's really, like I said, with all of our chakras, just finding that perfect balance, because then that's going to get you, all the great things that you want out of your chakras. It's going to be able to, be a little more charismatic and, not be too logical. Again, finding that, perfect balance too, between like thought and logic, so it's kind of that also like having a filter, I would say, when just like thinking about things, or just kind of thinking about the next steps, that you're not like, okay, like I did this and just being very stern, like checking off the list. It's very much like, okay, I did this, but like it didn't really work out the way I thought it would. I didn't get the reaction I thought it would. So before I move on to the next step, let's kind of like edit that a little bit, and then that way we'll be able to kind of just like step back into it and then get the results that you want from the next step. So it's just very much that like I said, the third eye chakra is very much big picture. Just think of it, it really is like our third eye. Like we can see, with these two, but this one, it's very much like it just gives us that extra little bit, that extra boost of those things that we don't normally see, but it then, allows us to kind of see that and just get in touch and in tune with all of that. All right, and just like I did with my other, chakra explain videos, just kind of letting you guys know a little bit about the chakras, and then of course I let you guys know the goods, why we're here. Being a crystal healer, I gotta let you guys know what crystals I use in my services, just so that you guys like know what's up, exactly, what I'm doing, what I'm using. And that's totally something that I am super believe in. Even during my services, I let you guys know, like, okay, we're now going to be working on our third eye chakra. Like, I'm going to pull this stone for you, and this is what this stone means, and this is how it's going to help you. And I let you guys know all the way through all the chakras, through all the crystals that I use, what, I let you know what I'm using and how it's good for you guys. So, of course, my favorite stone in general, but my favorite, third eye chakra stone too, is going to be amethyst. This is a really light, colored amethyst. Some are a lot darker, it's kind of just what you get, just kind of what calls to you at the store, when you're picking them out, or, when they pick you out, just kind of, but it does come in a lighter purple to a darker purple. It's just that nice, like, shade range there. But, amethyst is, one of those really great stones, especially for your third eye, because it's really great to just kind of like open that up a little bit more, and being able to, again, that big picture, being able to see everything, it helps you to just kind of work really well. A big thing with your third eye chakra is kind of, like I said, with those like, oh, I knew this was going to happen today. Oh my gosh, deja vu, those telepathic abilities. This is a stone that is really great for just kind of like opening that up and being able to like get you out there even more. So if that's something that you do struggle with, I would say amethyst is a really great stone for tapping into that and, being able to kind of like see those things a little bit more. But another one that I have is lapis lazuli. This is a stone that also works really well with our throat chakra. Since it does vibrate at such a higher level, it does also affect, our third eye chakra too. So this is a stone that will work really well with, again, kind of those telepathic abilities, but I think also really well too, to just kind of help you, like, if you do have any like lingering fears, or something's just not really right, this is a stone that's really good to kind of like give you that courage and just to kind of like step out from that and to not be afraid of that. So I think that that's super awesome and super important, especially when wanting to work on your third eye chakra, because since it is, kind of like with our brain, it does, opening up that chakra, it does kind of open up a lot of things that like we might not want to think about all the time, that we kind of just like stuck to the back of our minds. We're like, okay, we'll deal with it later, and it's been years later and we never really dealt with it. So this is a stone that, you know, you can use really well when those things are coming up for you, to just kind of be like, okay, like I'm good, I'm solid, I got this, like I can do this, I can face this, and I can work through this. So it's a stone that works really, really well for that. And another really good third eye chakra stone is fluorite. I don't know if you guys can see that. This one is more of a purple fluorite, but fluorite, you know, naturally comes, you know, in green to purple. You know, there's watermelon fluorite. There's a lot of different colors of fluorite. But again, this one just specifically works really well as a third eye chakra stone, just to kind of help you, you know, with any anxieties that might come up. It actually works really well to like ground you too. So it's one of those, again, kind of like dual stones that is just able to kind of go across like a wide like range. But it works really well, like I said, for any anxiety, just kind of calming you down. Again, kind of working just with the same, I would, of the last two stones, of lapis lazuli and amethyst, but kind of like in one, I would say, where, you know, it does help you to kind of face your fears and face anything that kind of comes up, but then it also, again, helps you to open up that third eye chakra. So I think that this is just one of those great stones that you guys can use to be able just to kind of like, you know, do a 2-for-1 if you have to, if you feel like that works for you. You know, I know a lot of people where fluorite's their favorite stone. Everyone has a lot of different favorite stones, and for a lot of different reasons. So I definitely understand why fluorite is a fan favorite for a lot of people. Alright, you guys, but that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got to learn something a little bit about your third eye chakra and what crystals that, you know, I love to use and that I definitely reach for first during my crystal healing services. So again, if you guys, you know, love this video, you can definitely go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would mean the world to me. And if you are interested in a crystal healing service, you know, with me, the Gem Priestess, like I said in the description box below, will be a link to my website. You guys can read everything, check everything out, you know, kind of hear my history, how things work in my services, what are included in my services. I lay it out all out on the line for you guys, so you guys get to know me, you know, even just a little bit more beyond this video, and just kind of beyond my Instagram, just all of that stuff. You guys know a little bit more about what you're getting into before, you know, you go ahead and get on a service call with me. But that is it for today's video. I cannot wait to hang out with you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I cannot wait to see you again. Bye-bye.